The Journey of Light is back. This is my second time playing the event, and this is a very valuable event in terms of the rewards you can get. So in this video, I'll very quickly break it down because now I know this event pretty well. I'll talk about what you're getting, whether or not it's valuable, and why it is that I'm going to do this event to the maximum tiered reward level. So first and foremost, what is this event? Very simply, every 8 hours, you're going to be sending off blimps that go and get, I guess there's these zeppelins. They go off and they get you some rewards, all right? Now, those rewards vary in terms of their value, but you can even scale up your treasures by combining them. So the core mechanic of this event is you send out zeppelins, they go and get treasures, you assemble the treasures into higher levels of chests, okay? And at some point you decide you've achieved the highest level of chest and you open them up. Now, the way that works, and I'll show you more of it in a minute, is the common Radiance treasures become premium Radiance treasures, and the premium Radiance treasures either become the lower tier reward or the higher tier reward. There's a % chance, okay? So this event, for the sake of what? Why do you do this event? You do this event because you're interested in, first of all, mythic hero shards. Now look, I have said before that mythic hero shards actually fall off in value somewhat quickly once you achieve a very high level of VIP. But for most people, these are still very valuable. Speed ups, man, I need these more than ever. So pretty happy about that. Research gets mighty costly. So yep, feel like I need that. And the hero gear chests still feel very important to me as well. Although I don't really yet have a bottleneck on my mythic hero gear pieces that I'm using as sort of throwaway for upgrades. I do need XP for gear, hero gear specifically, a lot. Now, if we get a look at the other rewards, though, this is where things kind of pop off. So every time you complete a journey, you get credit for one completed journey. Okay, that makes sense. And you can see that over here, milestone rewards. How many completed journeys have you done? And the number of completed journeys where things get really spicy is at 150. Why? Because this is the part where you get gear boost custom chests. And what do we care about from a gear boost custom chest? It's the mithril, baby. Mithril is really hard to get. And if you're a spender, pretty much the best way, the only way you can spend your way to more mithril is in the regular packs, scrolling on down. They ain't cheap. The Gear Empowerment Pack. And that is 1,100% value if you just straight up take it at what it says the value is, okay? There's obviously more nuance to that because, like, did you need the resources? Okay. So they're very expensive to get like this compared to getting them like this. I think this shows up about once a month. So this is the way that a mid to high spender can accumulate at a more cost-effective way the mithril that they need to upgrade their gear, all right? And you get another grouping of that at the 420, 570, 720, and the 900 mark for your mithril. Now, the thing is that there's other stuff that's good in here too. Like, this is so weird to say, but I urgently need enhancement XP components. That's my bottleneck right now. So let me know in the chat if it's a huge blunder to do this, but I'm even tempted to maybe select the XP components as my reward here. That's just a blunder, right? And the reason I say that is that there are a lot of ways to get lucky hero gear chests. There are a lot of ways to get essence stones. There are a lot of ways to get enhancement XP components, even though you do need a lot of it. You don't need as many mithril by number, but my God, is it hard to get this. So again, let me know your thoughts. Is it a huge blunder? Probably yes. And I assume my velocity on mithril will go up as I advance my gear more and more. And in case you're wondering, just cool, like, I'm new to the game. Like, what are you talking about, bro? If we make our way over here, I can show you that hero gear, when it achieves certain breakpoints, okay, here's how hero gear works in a nutshell. You get to level 100. And then after you get to level 100, okay, you get to the plus levels, I guess. I don't know, the empowerment levels of gear. It goes red, legendary. And then at level 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100, you have a new bottleneck. Okay, you have a new bottleneck to progress. Not only will you need to do some amount of mastery forging to proceed, which requires the essence stones. It requires you to sacrifice some mythic gear. But also, you're going to need mithril and more mythic gear pieces, by the way. So that only happens when you want to go from 19 to 20, 39 to 40, etc. Okay? And you can see I'm getting closer and closer. Oh, whoa, wrong piece. Whoa, almost a blunder. This is the piece I'm working on. I'm almost at the point where I can show you this on this particular piece of gear. Oh, wow. Just got there for that one little boost there. But I really do want to get this piece to the next level. Ugh, gosh bless. Doing this will give me 30% infantry defense, which is pretty legit. Now, me personally, and just giving you a tour of my account in case you're interested, I am, how many days old? 152 days old with my account. Healthy 218 mil power is pretty decent. And I'll show you here, I have a lot of mithril. I actually have like a meaningful number of these custom boost chests from the last time this event showed up. Okay, so my XP is the bottleneck right now to my progress. I also have 10 mithril open over here. The other thing I'll point out is that I think it was Valentine's Day, right? We had this amazing event where anything you spent gave you credit in a shop that you could exchange for XP components. I got so much XP. And by the way, if you're subscribed to the channel, you know that at the time I was like, this is insane. It makes any bundle worth so much more. And I tried to do so much of my spending in that event horizon because it was just so much extra XP. And there hasn't been an event like that. Like the New Year's event was a banger. I'm on a side topic now. The New Year's event was a banger. The Valentine's event was a banger. Like, dang, where are the events at, bro? It's been a minute. It's actually been a minute since we got something like that. I guess technically we had the construction event. That was a banger too, if you're a spender. And all the aforementioned events were spender events. Now, we're actually almost 8 minutes in and I haven't done anything with this yet, which is kind of insane. But the other reason why this event is pretty nuts is as a spender's event, you get charm stuff. So this event is giving you charm materials, it's giving you hero gear materials, it's giving you speed ups, it's giving you mythic shards. Like, this event gives you so many things that you need ultimately to progress your account. The only gripe I would have with this particular bundle and the distribution of what's in it is that I personally need way more charm designs than I need charm guides. So this is in the a sort of opposite configuration of what I need. So I'm going to buy this bundle. And before I do, one last thing I want to mention is that it costs some gems to unlock the other, they're not free, but the other journey, slots, zeppelins to go do trips. So you start with one. It's a small amount of gems, like 2,000 to get the next one, 10,000 to get the one after that. And then the final one is a bundle. I think it was like $5. And the content of that bundle was high value, I thought. That's why I have 102 of these speed ups already, I think. So let's go buy this bundle now. All right. I'm using the Frost Stars from the official Whiteout Survival shop to go and do this. All right. So we pick these up. Makes the purchases nice and quick. Easy for me to do in a video. Okay, so I'm a little bit of a bozo. As it turns out, I will have to edit this in to the video, but the bundle is event limited, not a refresh daily bundle. So I just went and I bought $300 worth of the bundle and I'm going to completely max out the chest. I probably end up spending a little more than I had intended to. So I'm editing this into the video and I will record everything on here to put into a YouTube short probably. So if you want to watch all of these and the final result, you can see that in the short. Also, I'll edit later in the video my opening up all the treasures from the $300. So you can check that out and get the satisfaction of that. GG. And now we go do the thing, chat. We go do the thing. So I'm going to hit Auto Expedition. And one thing I will point out is that if I was more patient and not making a video, I could just wait 13 minutes and it would use one less hour of speeds for each of these, which would be pretty nice. But oh well, here we go. Let's complete all. Don't show me again. Yeah, see, it's telling me you're wasting time, bro. You're wasting time. Yeah, it's about 45 minutes per slot that I'm wasting. So that sounds right. Let's do it. Oh, I completed all. Wait, okay. Auto journey. Auto journey. Oh, I hit cancel. What a noob. Okay, get after it, Cheesy. Gosh bless. Why you gotta be a noob on camera, man? GG. So we do our journeying here. And my goal is going to be to do the lower tiers of the bundle. Obviously, they're higher percent value on as many days as possible. Doesn't make for as exciting as the video as if I maxed out the bundle on like day one. And, you know, there are definitely going to be spenders that go absolutely freaking ham on this event and just max it out every day. That is not the kind of spender I am. Bro, I guess while we're here, we could talk about that for a minute. So not a financial advisor, okay? Not financial advice. But anytime you spend in a mobile game, consider your life priorities. Whether it's saving for retirement, having an emergency fund, prioritizing your family. There are many things that are really valuable to set yourself up for financial success. I'm not a financial advisor. Consider talking to a financial advisor. I try to say that in all my videos where I'm spending money, and I don't always remember to do that. But I think those are some important messages, and someone who's really qualified to share them would be a good person to go learn from if you want to go learn more about anything that I just said there. Okay. So with that said, we're now on our way to the 150 mark. Technically, I guess we'll see exactly how many. Yeah, maybe my math was not so far off on this, actually. Let's see here. We still have 600 minutes of speed, so we're kind of big chilling. We remember the goal is to get to 900 completed journeys. And we have 5 days to do it. All right. We probably get one more volley here. Or one more after this. And then it probably runs out. Will it do the last one? No. Okay. Cool. All right. That's it for the pocket watches. So we go over here. And I can claim all these rewards. So on top of what I was getting from the bundles. I mean, I don't know. It includes the speed ups in the bundle. So I don't know. You could consider the tiered rewards a part of it. All right. So we get all these goodies. All these goodies. And now we can go over to the treasures. Okay, we assemble. This bumps us up 69 times. Okay, how about that? Then we do this 29 times. Now, there's a lower chance of getting the higher tier chest, but obviously that's what we hope we get. So we assemble them. 5 of those and 24 of the regular tier. Okay, so now I just open these up. At the highest tier, there's nothing else to do with them. So you just hit enable. We're going to open these up. Oh my gosh. I forgot. This is a lot of mythic generals that you get from this. This is actually crazy. Okay. So we do it. The 48 hours of speeds. I don't know. I'd love to get more hours of speeds. We take 5 of these. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Rewards claimed. Now from here, we can do something else. We go over here. We got 98 lucky hero gear chests. Don't mind if I do. Yoink. 1. Uh-oh. 1 mythic piece. Little cringe. Okay. Cool. We open all 25 of these gear material crates. That ain't so bad. All right. Now we can do a couple upgrades. And we're kind of chilling. Okay. So we do the quick select. How many levels? Oof, only 1 level. Man, they just get pricey at the tail end. All right. Done. We're on our way to 60, bro. Okay, good. Is there anything else that I needed to do? I think that covers everything from this video, right? We opened the chests. We talked about how the event works. We did the bundles. Ooh, you know what I could do, maybe? I could get a look at our state of power. Today is a charm day. Okay, I can do a charm. So I've got my inf charms in a really good spot. My marksman charm's in a good spot. If I go to gear enhancement, no, that's not what I wanted. If I go to charm upgrades, I probably have just enough. Oh, I have 305. I'm getting 2% total more stats if I do Lancers. Plus, keep in mind, it's actually a lot more percent stats. It's actually a ton more percent stats because it's also 50% fewer upgrade materials to gain those stats right now. I feel like because a popular ratio in the early game is a high amount of infantry and lancers, it's not unreasonable for me to do this and go over here like this and do the lancer stuff. I know some people are going to be punching the air to hear me say that. They're like, infantry! Chess school infantry! Right? Like, bro. But I'm gonna do these lancers. Okay, I'm gonna do the lancers, then I go back to infantry again, and that's how I'm doing it. Boom, it's done. All right. Here we go. We claim all the tiered rewards, and we go to the treasures, and let's assemble 203 additional common radiance treasures. Then 90. Oh, Exacxes. Upgrades here gets me 63 of those and 27 of those. I mean, that's a decent amount of loot. Another 126 mythic generals. Yoink. Then we get 270 more mythic generals. Oh my god. And then the moneymaker. We go and we open this bad boy. 396 of those. Holy. Okay, chat. This was a lot of upgrades. It's so funny. Like, you probably watched the prior part, and I'm like, oh, here's what I got. Another 5 more mythic pieces to use as fodder. And we get this charm stuff over here, which will open happily. And now I can go upgrade my charms even more for this charm day. So we go to charm upgrades, and we just take this lancer stuff up. Then we do infantry again. I think most people, again, would not be doing this evenly. But this is how we're doing it. 1. Ooh. I can either do... Okay, so here's a great breakpoint. I can either do 2 lancer pieces right now. Okay. And then I can't do another piece. Or I could just do 2 infantry pieces. So I'm going to do the 2 infantry pieces and do the lancer stuff later. That's totally the play here. Right? Because the cost is up to 300 now. So we'll do that. Charm stuff. And charm stuff. Looking pretty good, honestly. Feeling pretty good. My SVS prep score's got to be decent. Charm score by 70. Yeah, I'm 51 still. Man, I'm 51. All those upgrades. Guess I need to go rally more polar terrors. Today's the day. Holy. And do I get to the point where I need the mithril? Gosh bless it. Enhance. Enhance. We get there. We actually finally get there. Okay. I'm slightly suboptimal on my use of XP here, but I think it just is what it is. I don't know if there's a way for me to fix that. Maybe I can minimize it. Okay, yes, I did slightly optimize here and get Exacxes. GG. We enhance, confirm. And on the right day, now I can empower this bad boy. But to do that, what do I need? Yeah, I could do this. I just don't have the materials open. Okay, cool. 5. Oh my god, 5 pieces get thrown away. Holy smokes. Yeah. Hyped for this. I'll do that in a couple days. Cool. Okay. Okay. Good. Oh. Invited to join a rally. Yeah, we got a special invitation to join a rally. That's hilarious. Been a minute since I saw that notification. All right. For those wondering, by the way, that tune in and are interested in how our prep is going overall, we are not winning the prep phase currently, and you can see the total over here. Our state will benefit a lot from transfers. We had actually hundreds of people, especially when you account the groups that applied to join our state. We've not locked in every one of our transfers yet. There's still a few that are getting locked up for phase 2 and phase 3 hopefuls. And I talked about transfer in a different video. So if you want to learn about transfer to our state, I'll have a card over here. The thing that I'm most excited about for transfers is that if we continue to get lots of interest over time, the matter of losing SVS prep will be a solved problem for us. In the meantime, kind of sucks that we haven't won an SVS prep yet. We also keep getting matched against states that are like older than us. And I think that's because we have some top end players that are just like kind of nuts. Like Pale One and Withroad are nuts. But we're up against possibly an even more Kraken-y Kraken in this SVS. So, you know, win or lose, I'll let you know how it goes. And I think the thing that's really awesome is that the folks that we're battling against have been incredibly respectful and really chill, which has also been the case for the other groups that we've played against. And in general, I don't know, call me crazy, but like, I would say that the Whiteout Survival community has been incredibly welcoming. I mean, there's always a few crazy ones. And if you want to see what that looks like, I'll have another card in the end screen where we had, this is the last drama we had in our state. I'll put the card over there. Okay. And we haven't had drama since. And someone asked me about that today. They were transferring. They were like, is your state really like drama free at this point? And I was like, yeah, I mean, if you want to see what our drama was, here's the video. And, you know, otherwise that's it. But yeah, so my thought there is that if every transfer cycle we're getting a bunch of people in, ultimately we'll become a state where we'll be limited to the number of people that can transfer to us, because we'll become, what is it called, like a leading state or whatever, where you have a lower power threshold for who can come. But even that's fine. Like what we'll do, hopefully, this is the aspiration, right? It's all aspirational, but you know, we're hoping to attract people that are on board for the vision, is if every cycle we're getting that many players, okay, that we can build out and build out and build out and grow the base of alliances and grow the base of alliances and grow and grow and grow. And then we'll be like really big chilling. All right. But yeah, we're going to have a fun fight ahead. All right. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.